Hey everybody, so here's the lowdown on our trip to White Pine Lake. The trailhead is located in the main Tony Grove parking lot. This parking lot is very heavily used, especially on the weekends, and they often do have to turn people away due to it being full. If this happens, you'll be redirected to the backcountry parking lot, which is about a mile to a mile and a half below the trailhead. The price for parking as of 2018 is $7 per day, which means if you're spending the night, you need to bring $14 per vehicle. I didn't notice a water spigot anywhere at the trailhead. There were trash cans and bathrooms, however, so you'll want to arrive with whatever water you need for the hike. There are also no reliable water sources along the trailhead before you get to the lake. It looked like there were some spots where there would be a stream that would trickle through if you were going maybe in spring or early summer, however. The bugs weren't bad, which surprised me. The weather was really lovely. It's a great little hike. It's only about 3.8 miles in, and the incline going in is fairly light to moderate. It's pretty easy. The last mile or so, there's some steeper switchbacks, so you'll hike down and then hike up those when you are coming back from the lake. The lake has quite a few established campsites that are pretty nice, and while there were several other groups of backpackers around the lake, there was enough space that we didn't feel like we were on top of anybody. This is a great overnighter for young families or couples or anybody that just wants to do just a quick, easy trip. It's very easy to get to, and it's lovely, and it didn't take too long to hike back there. You will plan on seeing lots of day hikers though. There were quite a few other couples and people with dogs. So if you're wanting to take this trip, I highly recommend it. And some tips for if you're going to be hiking it with little kids. So as far as water goes, we brought 2 liters per adult and 1 liter per small child, and this ended up being just about perfect for the amount of water that we needed. We did run out, but we ran out just as we got to the lake, and we were hiking very slowly. It took us about 4.5 hours to get to the lake because we would stop about every 40 minutes or so and let the kids have a break, let them have a snack, let them rest their legs. There was one little area where there was a little trickle that went across the trail, and we stopped there and let the kids play in the water for a little bit and just kind of recharge their batteries. If you do plan on hiking with small children, and by small I mean 2-3 years old, it's definitely doable. My son, who's 2, he hiked probably 2/3 of it on the way in. I did, however, bring a little cloth carrier that I could clip to the front of my backpack so that when he did get tired, I was able to carry him and use some trekking poles to balance myself. So I would recommend having an option for a way to carry your child, even if they are a pretty good hiker, just so that you don't have to carry them in your arms. We saw plenty of kids that were 7 and 8 years old doing the trail just fine. The kids did have a great time. The lake is really beautiful, and it's shallow at the bank, and so the kids had a lot of fun playing in the water before dinner time and running around the camp and playing in the trees. It's very lovely. It's a great little family trip. We definitely plan on going back every year. So I hope this video was helpful and that you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe.